Welcome to the Tech Toolbox podcast. Today, we're diving into a powerful tool that can save you a ton of time navigating through files and commands. If you've ever felt like half of your life is spent sifting through lines of code or looking for the right document, you're going to love what we're discussing. It's called Skim. So let's kick things off with a quick overview of what Skim is all about. Imagine a more efficient replacement for traditional tools like grep, but with a twist. With just a single executable named sk, Skim allows you to search and filter through your files using a friendly and interactive interface. But why should you choose Skim over the classics? Well, if you've ever found yourself lost in a sea of command lines, you'll appreciate that Skim can streamline your workflow into something much more manageable. Instead of tediously typing out long commands, a simple sk can get you right where you want to go. Now, you might be wondering, how do you even get started? Installation is a snap. Whether you're on macOS, Linux, or even using a package manager like Homebrew or DNF, all you need to do is run a quick command and you're set. For example, on macOS, you would simply use brew install sk. And if you prefer rolling up your sleeves a bit, you can also install Skim manually by cloning the GitHub repository. I mean, who doesn't enjoy a little coding DIY now and then, right? Let's jump into how you can actually use Skim. It has several modes of operation. For one, use it directly in Vim, so you can search for files or commands right inside your code editor. And the cool part? You can combine commands. Want to search for all your Rust files? Just run vim-fname.rs sk-m. It's like magic. Speaking of magic, let's talk about customization. One of the neat things about Skim is how you can really make it your own. From key bindings to color schemes, there's a lot to play around with. How about setting up a key binding that lets you quickly access your favorite commands? Or customizing the color scheme to suit your aesthetic preferences? Now here's a thought-provoking question. What if you could access all these files without having to remember complicated command syntax? Skim offers a fuzzy matching feature that allows you to type a few characters and get real-time results. It's all about efficiency and saving you from having to contemplate every single keystroke. And while we're on the topic of efficiency, let's touch on something that Skim does really well: interactive mode. This feature lets you invoke commands dynamically, which means you can pull up results and execute actions all in one seamless interface. It's an efficiency lover's dream. But hold on, what about the techies in the room? For developers or those looking to integrate Skim into their applications, you can even use it as a library in your Rust projects. How's that for versatility? As we wrap up, it's clear that Skim is more than just a tool. It's a game changer for anyone who frequently navigates through files, especially in programming environments. So, what are some of the ways you might employ Skim in your workspace? Remember, whether you're a casual user or a full-blown coding ninja, there's a place for Skim in your toolkit. So why not give it a shot? Dive into the documentation, play around with it, and streamline your workflow today. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Tech Toolbox podcast, where we unravel tools that make tech work for you. Until next time, keep exploring, keep coding, and of course, keep skimming.